and Pendergast with today's headlines.
All right, good to be with you on a Monday. Let's start with the Astros. It was another rough weekend. Friday was good. Justin Verlander, 6 innings, got the win. That was cool.
Yeah.
That was good. We like that.
Josh Hader was a little scary.
Yeah. Saturday was good for about 8 innings, and then the 9th inning and extra innings were terrible. They lose that game. And then yesterday, and why even bother showing up yesterday? 6-0, they lose. Hunter Brown gave up 3 runs before he got an out, and then kind of settled in after that, I suppose. He wasn't even supposed to start. He was on regular rest, but it was kind of a surprise start because Christian Javier apparently slept with his head tucked in his sternum a few nights ago, and now he's on the IL with some sort of neck issue. I have no idea. So now it's a neck issue for Javier. He goes to the IL. So overall, just another weekend that is very 2024 for the Houston Astros.
Were you joking about the sleeping on something?
Yeah, I'm joking around.
Okay,
It's a neck issue.
That is 17% of all pitcher injuries are caused by sleeping on something wrong, so I didn't know if
Nope. Yeah, just a neck issue of some sort. Not sure how he sustained it, but bad enough to put him on the IL. The IL thing, now, Espada talked about that, Seth, and it sounded like, okay, I mean, they are 7-16, so you may have to exercise some urgency here, but Espada made it sound like, hey, last year was his first year as a full-time starter, and we're going to be cautious. And they did it retroactively to April 18th, so his comeback date is a little sooner than you'd think it would be. This is more like a little like the Framber thing where they're just exercising extreme caution. We expect Framber is going to be back in the next few days. But they got to get it in gear. I mean, this team does not have the margin for error. I mean, mathematically, they just don't. This isn't even like speculation going into the season that they're not as good as previous years. They are not nearly as good as previous years, and the record shows it. So I at some point, you can't be like, we're just going to put him on the IL for a couple of weeks, and we'll bring up Spencer Arrighetti, and everything will be just fine because we're the Astros.
Javier has been pitching a lot more changeups, just about like every other Astros pitcher, but he hasn't been doing it at the expense of his fastball. So he's been pitching more changeups, but he's pitching as many fastballs as he always has. So that's where I'm going to. My little theory that the increased changeups will reduce the number of pitcher injuries because they're not throwing as many fastballs. This still falls in line with that.
It does? Okay.
Because he's thrown as many fastballs as he ever has.
He's countered the changeups with some extreme fastballs.
Get with the program.
Drop
your fastball usage, damn it.
They're off today in Chicago for the next 3 days. Then Friday, it's an odd Friday off day because they're traveling to Mexico City to face the Colorado Rockies, whose record is actually worse than the Astros. We are exporting to Mexico one of our worst exports right now, Astros and Rockies baseball.
I feel like it's bogus a little bit that the Rockies get to go out and play in a high-altitude environment, which is they're already accustomed to more so than everybody else.
Oh, yeah.
So I feel, the Astros lineup, which, they've got an awesome OPS. Best in the league, they say. Look at this, how good they are. It's the whole scoring runs thing that's been an issue.
Yeah.
I just hope that at the very least, you get up 2 miles above sea level, and it's just all of those awesome OPS stats will result. Every double will be a home run up there.
Yeah,
that's what I'm banking on.
I don't know, man. Like this season is just it's a weird season so far, and I just feel like all these random off days now. I don't know, man. I just feel like a trip to Mexico City is not what this team needs right now.
It feels like you're a struggling sitcom.
Yeah.
Does a to be continued episode in Hawaii.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
They're gonna find an idol.
This is
somewhere in the woods, and it's gonna be jinxed somehow.
Yep. Texans made a signing yesterday. They brought back Dare Ogunbowale on a 1-year deal. Running back / kicker.
Weeks will snap. Cameron Johnston will hold. Ogunbowale, the running back, for the lead. Snap is down. The kick is up. And it's good! Dare Ogunbowale for 3. And the Texans are back in front. Are you kidding?
I don't think the Texans are going to do anything with Dameon Pierce before the draft this weekend. Move him. But I do think they're going to draft a running back at some point this weekend. And Dare Ogunbowale has been on this team the last couple of years. I know it's only a 1-year deal, and he's kind of a journeyman guy. But he is important on special teams. He is important if Kaimi Fairbairn ever pulls a hamstring mid-game ever again. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to read too much into this. Like, Dameon Pierce had been the number 2 running back and probably still is in the eyes of the team. But if I'm putting a short list of things together that could happen now between now and the draft, I would say, I wonder if they're getting any calls of people trying to get Dameon Pierce on the cheap, who might fit better into their system than the Texans system.
Yeah, and they also, people have asked this question a few times, whether the new kickoff rules, which are supposed to encourage more kickoff returns, successful kickoff returns, whether that might be good for Dameon Pierce since he had success as a returner when they started using him that way at the end of the season. Just from what I've watched and some of the successful returns, it seems like a lot of these kickoff returns that will work with this system are more along the lines of like, a good zone running back would be good at this. More so than like the whole reason that Dameon liked kickoff return from the conventional standpoint was it was a lot more like just classic man blocking where, okay, these two guys are going to block down here, there's going to be a hole here, and I'm going to hit it. That's what he said that he likes and excels at. So I don't know. I think that teams that just run a different that run a lot of man and gap scheme blocking compared to the Texans' preferred outside zone dominant scheme are probably maybe still interested in Dameon Pierce.
No new leaks over the weekend with the uniform other than the team 5 o'clock Friday tweeted out a picture close-up of what looked to be the red helmet, like not with the sides, just like like in the face of the picture with like a shush finger in front of it. And what people noticed was the mask was like a chrome red mask.
A chrome red mask?
Chrome red mask, yeah. But you couldn't see the logo on the side of the helmet. So
I can get a little bit nervous with the Texans, and I like that they're having fun and playing along a little bit with this, with all these leaks and what have you. My biggest concern headed into this season was whether a Stephon Diggs cryptic tweet will somehow disrupt team chemistry or what have you.
Yeah.
I don't need the league. I don't need the team cryptically tweeting. I would just say, like, let's get rid of the crypticism. Let's just not encourage it. Let's not abide it. Let's just be sure we squash it. There's no more cryptic tweets.
Yeah, I'll be glad when Leakgate is all behind us now. Like tomorrow at 10 o'clock, Leakgate will officially be over because the uniforms will be revealed on social media at that time.
I can't wait for you to start talking about how you knew all along and like, well, this is what I knew. It's just you got all the inside info.
Be obnoxious about that, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't at the little event where they unveiled it to everybody, so I have not asked you once about what they look like or whether this is accurate or anything. I just want to be surprised.
Nor have I tried to. If you're somebody who's looking at my non-disclosure agreement right now, I had to sign. Nor have I tried to tell Seth, and he's had to stop me or anything like that, okay?
That's right. I was very good back in the day at ignoring any kind of reports about the Olympics. Like, had no idea Mark Spitz had even won a medal, Sean, till I watched it on tape delay.
Back when it was tape delay, yeah.
Yeah.
NBA playoffs yesterday, or over the last 2 days. I would say the things people here probably most interested in, James Harden was fantastic against Dallas yesterday.
Yay!
20 points in the first half.
It's the playoffs. This is when he shined.
The Clippers, it's tough from time to time.
Yeah.
Clippers beat up on the Mavericks. They destroyed them yesterday. I think people are still interested slightly in the Sixers because Daryl Morey is there. They lose to the Knicks. Joel Embiid is running around like he's Fred Sanford out there. He is not moving well at all. Denver rolled the Lakers on Saturday night, 114 to 103. So there were 8 games yesterday. We are early now. We're just 1 game into the playoffs. NBA awards finalists, real quick. MVP finalists, the 3 finalists, Luka Doncic, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Nikola Jokic, the reigning MVP. No nomination or no finalists for Ime Udoka for Coach of the Year, nor Amen Thompson for Rookie of the Year. Alperen Şengün, one of the 3 finalists for Most Improved Player, along with Tyrese Maxey and Kobe White. So there you go. There's your headlines for a Monday.